To the bath as I go.
Okay, so you go out into the Aostra Spring, jump off and take a bath, kind of down there. Okay. Actually, he's going to stop you before that.
Stop. Use my bathtub.
I think he's planning on killing you.
Alright. I will go to his big ass
the
cast
big
iron
ass
bathtub.
bronze. Yeah, the big bronze bathtub that came with him from Dwergholm when he first arrived here.
The one that you've been carrying around this whole time?
I only carried around for the first few games.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Take a bath.
Alright, so you go and heat up some water and pour it into the bathtub, and he's trying to keep you in Sailor Wormbind. Oberon just gives him a nod. It was a good idea. Necessary, I suppose. Very necessary. Oberon seems to be thinking about something else.
Am I allowed, while I'm doing what I'm supposed to do I get to talk and stuff?
Your primary mission right now is a bath. So you're heating
we're
up some
cleaning
water.
very efficiently.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe when you're done your bath.
Okay. Well,
Very
I've done my bath.
explicit.
I'll ask if I can... Master, can I prep my spells, Master? I really like to prep my spells.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so they allow Ukher to take a bath. Lokrik sits there and he actually... He watches from afar. He smokes a bit from his pipe, and he's thinking about what's going on. The charm of Lading is on his lap.
Is he watching me wash my junk through my eyes?
Oh, he's just watching the back room.
There's no way to know.
He's trying it out. He's you actually hear Lokrik in your mind, and Lokrik's
You should, when you're done your bath, gather up your things and wait by the teleportation runestone.
He's gonna put you to work in the mines. Oh boy.
I would get a lot of digging done in a month.
Right, yes you would.
Hey, you heard your master's voice.
Yeah. Do I, like... I nod in the tub?
Yep. He's actually just watching and waiting to see if you're doing what you're told. He is at least watching you guys to see if the thing took hold. He's got a sense motive of plus... Oh, I think it's pretty good. Plus 24.
Wants to be the king.
Because of versatile performance oratory.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets a 32 on his sense motive.
I think it's working.
I will finish my bath, grab my things, go to the teleportation stone. I'll then get dressed and...
Yeah, you can do normal things in the course of... Yeah.
Once I'm at the teleportation stone, then I will prep my spells and start cooking another mutagen.
Alright, he sits and watches you.
Yeah.
There's a cool wind out there, probably not the best place to be right after a bath, but eventually your party members do collect themselves outside.
Once I put my cloak on, for example, I've got protection from elements or endure elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go back?
Yes, this might be a little bit risky, says Oberon. It's that clearing near the knotted tree.
Yes. Oh, I remember the rock.
Yes, the funny-looking rock. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Lemmy, you're ready?
Yeah, well, if you fuck up, I'll try mine.
In the future, could we use display of intelligence to try to memorize a space?
Maybe. Oberon says, why don't you use yours?
It's my last mythic point. It's It's my last mythic ability. That's why I don't want to use it. It's my last get out of jail, get out of trouble card.
It is my arcane bond.
Is it your last one too?
I only
Can
have
you use a
one.
mythic to spend one of his cast a spell he's prepped?
No? Oh,
He doesn't have that-
Mythic the
doesn't he
cast
have that
spell
power?
prep. Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Not to be a dick, but this is the last thing I have.
Okay. Lokrik, right before he casts a spell, says, follow me.
Okay. That's really weird.
What?
Oberon's acting weird. Oberon smells like Oberon, right? He doesn't smell
Yep.
like some other Oberon-like creature that might have ate his skin.
No.
Okay.
Oberon's able to teleport back to the space. It's like 20 minutes later, and you guys are reunited.
Of course,
2
we
hours.
don't know that Oberon himself wasn't dominated.
It was 2 hours later.
Oh, 2 hours? Okay.
Yep.
So there's the party kind of camping out. Everyone's on edge. They want to leave, but they're waiting for your companions to return. You guys return, and Ukher is wearing the charm of, or is wearing the
belt
Ulfer
of-
belty.
Belt of lading.
I think it has a name.
Worst belt ever. It's the Ulfer Belty.
The Ulfer belty, which is affected by the charm of lading. And then Lokrik has the charm of lading in his hand. He's got like white knuckled the charm. He even took off one of his gauntlets just to hold the charm to make sure.
He's charmed.
Right.
And Ukher's right behind Lokrik.
This bitch will do everything I say.
Alright. Now what?
What do you think we should do?
Lokrik kind of likes this. I mean, what are you guys doing?
Cohorts.
Going like, bow before your king.
I guess there was probably room for a conversation over 2 hours with the new guy.
Hey, new guy.
Hey, new guy. Well,
What's up with your face? Why does it look like the Joker after rain?
after me.
Is there any questioning of the new guy when you guys arrive, or when you guys kind of wait for a charmed Ukher to return?
Anybody?
I guess it would just be
Let me.
Galeth. Lemmy's not there.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll come back.
Oh, good. The thief and the paladin. This will be fun.
Do you ever steal things? No, sir, never.
Don't lie.
Yes, sir, all the time.
By the way, I found your coin purse.
Oh, thank you.
How did that get
I
there?
must have dropped that.
Boy, does it feel light.
I appreciate your help. But I don't know your name. Are you one of Lemmy's friends?
I wouldn't call. No, I'm not one of his friends. The name is Remmy-Nae. Have you not heard of my great deeds?
Cannot say that I have.
That's because
But
I'm
then-
cursed, that's why. Otherwise you would have, because I'd be highly famous, I promise you that.
Star-Lord.
If you are cursed, I could attempt to remove the curse.
Oh, I've tried. I've had mages and priests and all sorts try to remove it. Doesn't seem to work.
Well, I suppose so.
Anyway, I'm Remy's cousin.
Ah. I am Galeth Silverhand. Neither of us from around here, I don't think. Did you come from the tree as he did?
Yes, I'm from Stemaglen. It's me home, originally. Though I have spent time travelling the tree, so to speak. Where are you from? I don't recognize the language you were speaking at one point, and I'm a collector of languages.
Actually, that's a good point. What languages are we communicating in?
Uh,
Icelandic would be one. Japanese probably not.
Westland, if it works, we can do
Yeah.
Westland.
I usually default to that with anybody anyway.
Mm.
I am from a place called Nalbrun. My understanding is that you can reach it through the tree, and I hope to return there someday. Were you called here by the White Wizard?
No. Remmy-Nae, our granddad said Remy needed some help, so
Your
I
name
was
is Remy.
sent. Hmm?
Isn't your name Remy? You call Lemmy Remy?
No, I said granddad sent me
No,
here.
you've called Lemmy Remy like twice already.
No, I haven't called him Remy.
I side with Mari on this if
Yes.
we're going to the peanut gallery.
Twice you've called Lemmy Remy.
You're both mistaken. You're both mistaken. And when you edit your YouTube to make me wrong, I'm going to make all
Editing
sorts
is
of.
seamless.
I will be
'cause that's fucking
commenting
worth it.
on that.
Seamless. Well, it was good
Of
to have
course, you
good
know
fight.
that it is Lemmy. That
Right.
diddly do it's Lemmy.
That sounds exactly
Maybe
like
that's
Marty.
the way he gets Lemmy in trouble for things he does.
I got confused. Well, it was a good thing to have your help in that fight. I can't say I've ever seen anyone with abilities like yours, but I can say that about dozens of people I've met since I've come here.
Well, the multiverse is full of all sorts of talented individuals.
It's true. Not all of them put their talents to good use, or towards the use of good.
There are some true scoundrels out there, I'll tell you that much.
Indeed. So I take it you'll be traveling with us if you've come here to help your cousin.
Well, I was actually asked to come here to deliver, well, not so much deliver, as guide. Have you met, did you meet Stumpworth?
Ah, yes. I'm afraid I didn't know him for particularly long. He was destroyed fighting a dragon some months ago.
Understand Lemmy's been quite irresponsible with them. So I was sent to guide an older tree creature. Where did this squirrel come from?
Get out of my face, you bastard! Pay attention to me!
You're in my basement now.
Right.
The dragon, Thargloassa, or Thargloassa? Thargy. We'll go with that.
As good a name as any.
Captured this young treant, Nalroot, is its name. Also happened to capture a good friend of mine. Now I kinda need help getting him back.
We had planned on facing the dragon. We've already dispatched with its spawn.
Well, that's good to hear.
It was a difficult fight.
Well, this one will be difficult too, I promise you that. I barely made it out.
You must have some great talent with... Well... I've seen your lightning, but I don't think that would have much effect on these creatures.
Yeah,
seem to
dragons
be-
seem to be immune to it. It's quite irritating.
So you must be a great hand at diplomacy. You talk your way through it.
Sure, diplomacy. That's one way of putting it. Sure.
You're not telling me the truth. You're not being honest with me. Hold on one second here. I gotta roll my sense motive.
I'll roll my bluff.
You're probably gonna beat me on that, but
Well,
I don't know. Have you seen Mark build characters? How often have their charisma scores been Good. That was the VOD.
I got a 34.
Yeah,
There we go. Look at that.
All right, he's
I
some
mean-
sort of diplomancer.
I mean, ironically, in lying, he's actually confirmed that that's true, but... Well, it'll be good to have you. There's certainly some situations that we could have used help talking our way out of, and we just couldn't.
Well, I consider myself more of a professional adventurer.
Well, I suppose it takes all sorts. In any case, we'll be glad to have you with us.
Oh, I'd be glad to join you.
We'll see about getting this gnarl root and your friend rescued as soon as we take care of the, well, our current predicament with Ukher.
Yeah, does he go around kicking people all the time? Because I got to
yes.
tell you, not a fan.
Oh yes, frequently. He shows off his great strength with very little regard for others.
That's all.
It is.
There's other remedies for that sort of behaviour.
He is, on the other hand, a mostly good-natured man. Perhaps he does not understand that his strength is so great that others feel bullied by his actions.
That's no excuse. Still, I have to admit, I was kind of chuckle-worthy when he did kick Lemmy. It was, woo!
I don't know how it is on Stemaglen, seeing as I'm not a gnome, but I've found that the humans in, at least perhaps wherever Ukher came from, some of the other places, it seems that they do not have to embrace the responsibility of adulthood as early as they do in Nalbrun.
Well, I could not speak to that. I don't know where your friend Ukher's from. He's certainly got a unique appearance.
I've never been there, but it's apparently some other world with a wildly different culture. I would like to see it one day and find out what their horsemen are like. If there's anyone there who can wield a lance as well as I can, be interesting to try a test of arms. If everyone's as strong as him, though, perhaps I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I don't imagine you would.
Alright, so at that point, people begin to return via teleport, and Lokrik has got Ukher breathing behind him.
I think we've solved it.
He's wearing the Ulfur belty, and Lokrik's got the Charm of Lighting.
That is good.
Oberon's got this big, like this really overly large book with the same symbol of the dragon dominant and the lion kind of subservient, and the big faded fleur-de-lis in the middle.
Where to? Ukher mentioned something about going to the Orc village.
Yes, and I think he said that while it could have been conceivable that someone was listening, so I think that is not a choice for us now. However, I've spoken with our new companion here, and my understanding is that a relative of Stumpworth, is that right, is being held captive by the great dragon, the great linnorm. And a friend of his as well.
Gemadri sent you another treant, Lemmy. Went by the name of Gnarlroot.
You're muted.
To put air past your mouth to make words.
Crap, sorry. How's she doing?
Well, she's a bit heartbroken since I left, but otherwise she's doing well.
Alright. Well, good to hear. Didn't catch it. He didn't catch that. He's like, yeah, whatever.
So perhaps we go to Yig. Do battle with this dragon.
Ukher takes
Free
a
Remy's
good
friends.
smell of Remy?
Okay.
Okay, I just want to
Yep.
know the scent.
Remy tells me he is a great master of words, and that he talked his way past the dragon.
Well, that's
What? Well, that's a big lie.
that's not
That's a big
quite
frickin' lie.
but sure.
Yeah, Lemmy-O, you know that he was caught with things that didn't belong to him many times before. And he used to steal your toys. Like when you were
What a
really young.
bastard.
Yeah.
Your little toy treant
Who's older?
statues. That's
Yeah,
right.
how different are your ages?
We're the same age.
The exact same age? Oh yeah, he stole your toys all the time. He
Bastard.
he made you like he would tip things over when you'd have a cup of juice and you'd have a cup of juice. He could tip things over from afar.
He'd plant evidence on you.
You always hated visiting with your cousins.
It's because of him.
Yep.
Fucking wizard.
You've got a professional dick.
He's a dick.
Lemmy-O actually looks less than enthused that his cousin is in here. Like he just like whatever. You know, like even the mention of his gemadry, he's gone on many times about his betrothed. But there's just something going on here that
Fucking arse. God damn white wizard.
So your family then?
Yeah.
I see the resemblance, don't you?
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, well,
We're practically brothers.
You're hot to smell.
yeah, he's got this weird breeze about him that seems to just be going away from you wherever you kind of sniff in.
Family can be difficult, says Lokrik.
Sorry, what was that?
Family can be difficult.
like,
know that.
look,
I-
I'll tell you what, it's been a long time. Hold on. It's been a long time.
It's like Gallup was
That's
trying
many-
to respond
many
to
years ago
Lokrik,
since
and just
they
Lemmy
lost.
just started talking over him,
Yep.
and Gallup just looks away like,
Many years ago that we last met, so...
It's been a good, decade since I got exiled?
Exiled.
what were they exiled for?
Oh, my unique abilities were not quite understood by the tree wardens of Stemaglen, so they dumped me on a desert world, fend for myself, more or less.
Really?
Seems extraordinarily harsh.
Did Lemmy know about this?
You know that he was sent away to go find masters that might be able to understand him. They went to specific great lengths to make sure that he had tutors on a different world.
From what
He
I
was sent to
understand,
boarding school.
Yeah, right.
from what I understand, you're given excellent training.
Yeah, no, they had no idea what to do with me.
Oh shit! I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, don't worry. My trials and tribulations of my youth and the many, many near-death experiences have only made me stronger.
Well, you're about to experience a lot more. Welcome to the group.
And you, Kiki, he's pointing at Ukher. The days of you kicking me are at an end. I promise you that. You can kick this one all you want, he's pointing at Lemmy, because that's hilarious. But me, it's so funny.
I thought that was pretty funny, actually.
We should
They're
get
fire.
moving.
We should get
I agree.
moving.
Should we go to the gate? To the then? We'll face the dragon. Personally, I'd rather fight the damn dragon than...
Are we bringing
See
all
that-
of our fellows here?
You've got the
See that
5
vampire
giants
again.
and all of your fairies and...
No. I think the fairies can keep an eye on On the what do you call it? On the house.
The
That moving-
giants want to come.
The giants,
You know.
yes. Fairies, I'd request.
Is
Keep
there
an eye
any,
on the mansion.
is there any intel Remy can give the group before we go?
Yeah. So you know that there is a river that leads into Yggdrasil, and that's the way that boats travel. That's the way that you travel. The other way of getting up Yggdrasil is to climb on the outside. So picture a dome that a big tree is grown around, and you can actually go through the dome and you come out at the other side. You keep on following the river and you're actually on Yggdrasil. It's a weird confluence. Or you could climb this Jack and the Beanstalk tree that goes up into the sky and actually end up on Yggdrasil.
Climb the tree. Climb the tree.
You came by going down the waterway.
Yeah.
There's like a whole sort of glen inside there. So you know the way to get to Yggdrasil. Now, there is a door that guards that place that is this big kind of like open-mouthed, the Odin's Gate. And you kind of just went into the Odin's Gate. You're pretty sure the Odin's Gate is alive, like its eyes were moving around.
Okay.
Then beyond, you know the dragon's lair is inside of a waterfall. Like the mouth of a big waterfall that actually feeds this river.
Okay.
You also know, do you have knowledge nature?
No.
It's got plant creatures.
Okay.
Do you have knowledge nature?
Nope.
Some sort of devilish fey thing that could jump real
Okay.
good.
Okay.
And the plants seem to really like electricity.
Which means I hate the place.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. My lightning ain't gonna do you much good against this thing.
Yeah, you also know that you tried. Your lightning just doesn't work against it.
Yeah. So between the blue dragons and this thing, I'm just convinced lightning doesn't work on dragons. Period.
It's a good observation. You know that there are some castles and things on the way there. I'll have to search the maps, but
What time of day is this?
it is like 2 hours from 10:30. It's a little afternoon. We'll say it's 1 p.m.
Okay, people need endure elements because I didn't put that up.
It's actually mid to late spring. The day is actually a little bit warm.
Okay.
And you guys are traveling towards Yggdrasil? Is that what you're doing?
I think that's the plan.
So
Yeah.
Okay. You know that the river that leads out of Yggdrasil is to the north of that hex. So if we go to
I'm
the
going whichever way Lokrik wants to go.
yeah, so you know that the river actually leads like this.
My armor was forged by a dwarven king who controls the most powerful wolf in the world. My legend grows!
So it's probably the easiest way to get there.
Okay.
You do remember seeing that there were actual, like, really old, I wouldn't call them docks, maybe a landing that people have frequently used.
All right.
But you kind of floated down the river and they got caught by the giants.
All right. And he just relays all this.
Okay. You stayed away from those because there were, like, actual skulls on little totem poles, kind of near the landing.
Typically a sign that visitors are not welcome.
All right, trace a path of which way you're traveling. You guys are about to enter this hex. You can see the river nearby. You're right about here. Almost at the campsite where you guys got beset upon by the vampires the first time. That convinced you to go back down south.
I was muted. And now we come full circle.
Yep.
Are we
We're
going to
up
Fair
a
Town, or-
Remy, and we're down an
a
Azzy.
Zazzy.
Zazzy?
Yeah, just be aware, Remy in combat is no Azzy.
We saw some wonderful
you,
things.
You do basically all of Azzy's damage, except in one kind of big kapoo!
No. No. You will be disappointed if that is what you think will be happening on a regular basis.
It was pretty kapoo!
All right, so which way
The
you
issue
guys
is
going?
Azzy does it all day long.
You
Like,
if
Oh, Remy can do it all day long too. There's no limit to.
All right, so who's planning the path? Who is leading the way?
the guy with survival, the only guy left with survival.
Ukher has survival.
Do you
Ukher's a
fly?
great survivor.
Tell him to forge the trail, Ukher.
It's up to whatever Lokrik thinks is a good idea.
Lemmy's like, can I just hold on? Hold on a second. Let's just take a
Lemmy-O
look for
can
map.
scout.
It's a good idea.
Survival. Hmm.
so you're scouting ahead, Lemmy.
Yeah.
Okay, what path are you taking? You're almost at the river. You see a big mountain range, kind of cloaked in mist. You actually don't see the Yggdrasil.
Where is the mountain range? It's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Remy, where did you say the river exits?
Up north.
Now, where do you see the creatures? Were there were creatures around? Were they on the island or were they in the surrounding areas?
But they were on the island. They were on the island, right?
Who is that?
The creatures.
Oh,
That
the things that are the weird landing zone.
Okay, the landings were on
Was up here. Yeah.
Okay. The landings were on the north side of the river part.
All right. Well, I guess it's best to go to an area where we know what the enemies is like. All right. So let's take this path. This is following the road, isn't it?
What do you want us to do? So the fairies. You mentioned you wanted them to
Keeping
scout
an eye-
around, or did you want them
just-
to keep them behind to keep watch on the house?
Keep an eye on the house. Let us know if it's able to get in. Open the sleeping knot without the cudgel. And if it's not there, if it's moving around, just keep an eye on where it is. We'll have to at one point stop it.
All right.
Just not yet.
So each of the fairies, aside from Oberon's follower, but she'll be the one, or cohort, she'll be the one that coordinates this. Apparently they know fairies that live around here. So they're going to
Okay.
keep watch on the house.
Okay.
We should climb the tree.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Looks at the guy with the horse.
Because
do you
you can
think, Ralph?
fall.
Climb better.
No, I'm quite sure of that.
We should go forward then, around to the north side.
We
Yeah.
should go forward, round to the north side.
Scartown's an orc town?
Right. His vote doesn't. His vote doesn't count for the next 2 weeks.
Yes, I don't know if Remy knows that, though.
If
Okay,
what,
I
sorry?
skipped it.
We already agreed we're not going to Scar Town because we said we were going to go to Scar Town when someone might have been listening.
Oh,
Well, we
right.
want to go around it.
Okay.
We want to go.
So yeah, you want to go around. You're staying along the river. Okay, so what you end up doing is you end up hooking up with the road. The road kind of bends towards the river just inside this hex to get around the mountains. And you see
Okay.
a trail.
Has it
Lemmy-O,
been recently used?
it doesn't take much to notice that house does wander to the north.
Has it been recently used?
Yeah, give me a survival roll.
Okay. 38.
Weeks ago,
So it hasn't been here
10
recently.
10 to 20 days, maybe.
Probably a week ago. Alright. Let's keep moving.
All right. You guys travel through the mountains. The trail does go away from the mountains, kind of rises up a little bit. They're full of very, very tree-covered cliffs and bluffs and beautiful vistas of the kind of mist-shrouded mountains where you think Yggdrasil is in the center of. It's actually a surprising amount of wildlife. It's the sun begins to set as you're in the northern part of this hex. You're starting to come out of the mountains again as you're heading back down, but going over hills.
Scout, get a view. How far is Scartown? You said it probably 6 miles.
You probably could get to behind this hill, although the road does start heading around this hill, like it starts heading away from Yggdrasil.
No, we want to go up this way. Let's get off the road.
Okay.
Let's get off the road and go here.
All right. The sun is set by the time that you've reached this hill.
As inconvenient as it is, I think staying off the road is actually a really good idea at this point.
And you guys find
By the way, Marty, reminder: pass without traces on everybody.
Yep. A very lonely-looking ancient monument. The monument is of some Voslandic god pointing with a blade. It's like he was standing on the side of the riverbank and he's pointing. The sword is long ago broken away, so he's just sort of pointing out with a...
Can I do a knowledge religion to figure out what god we're looking at?
Yeah, yep. 29 knowledge religion.
Why do I even bother?
This is the thing I can do.
21, okay.
This is the thing I can do. We got a monster! Alright, go ahead, guys.
Fair enough.
I'll be over here,
summoning
critical summoning shit that gets dispelled. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Trident or sword?
It is a god with a leather helmet. He's got a white, or I guess a very lightish stone, kind of depicting white ermine cloak. He's not wearing a lot of armor. He is carrying this really large scroll on his back, and the scroll has little wings coming out of it. With a 29, you know that this is a messenger of the gods. Also a god of travel. His name is Hermod.
It's like a mod.
He's the god's messenger, and he escorts souls of the dead to the underworld. So he's also a psychopath.
Fun guy.
His cult focuses on endurance and physical fitness. He's a and swimming. and he's pointing a blade towards
Ukher, can you allow Ukher to be excited about this?
Ukher, looks like you're gonna have some fun tomorrow.
Yes, I like fun.
Not today.
All right, so I will make a note. I'll make a little thing here. We'll say statue.
Detect magic, Marty.
Of Hermod.
Cool.
Detect magic.
You are picking up magic in the area surrounding the statue.
Detect evil.
There is no evil coming from this.
That's good.
What kind of magic?
It's like an old consecrate.
Huh. Yeah. Approach.
Okay.
Would it be a good idea to hide something under the statue? Ukher's asking Lokrik.
Why? What do you mean?
Kind of shrugs.
Lokrik ignores you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No more speaking.
This you kind of get the sense that this is intended to be seen when you're on the river. Like you actually, it's not a very convenient place to get to from the land.
Right. Okay.
You have to pull off some vines and things off of it, but it's a really old statue that someone definitely put some care into it. You actually feel warm and
Endure elements.
it's especially dry in the vicinity around the statue of Hermod.
It's spellcraft. Is it endure elements?
Yeah, it's like an endure elements plus there's no mist or rain here.
This seems like a nice place to camp.
This is probably a nice place to camp. Yeah. Thanks, Remy. Good observation, pal. Thanks for coming out.
Isn't it obvious?
There's some chips off the statue. He's missing his blade.
All right.
Are there any gems on this thing?
Nope. Actually, give me an appraise.
No, I'm not good at that.
Okay, there's nothing obviously shiny that's
Yeah.
worth anything.
That's pretty much his go-to.
Okay.
That's shiny.
You may have missed some of the like non-precious, or semi-precious stones that were inlaid into it, but there's nothing like big and obvious, like a big throbbing red gem out of its forehead or anything like that. You missed those temples. Everyone begins to camp around the statue Hermod.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, are you sitting a watch?
Yeah.
Does
I
Lokirk think it's a good idea to camp around the statue of Hermod?
This is a good place. This is a good place. Marty, I cast Wild Instinct again. And last check, is anyone injured?
Wild instinct. All right, and I don't think anyone's injured. I think everyone got healed with your couple of bursts.
Okay.
You managed to fix the negative levels on the horse, right? We
Yes.
managed that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good deal.
Both Ukher and the horse are well, I'm not sure how fast healing works with damage from force march, but I've been force marching most of the day.
Okay. so yeah, Ukher's got like, I don't know, 66 non-lethal or something like that.
Yes.
Wait, why were you force marching?
Because he didn't go to
Get a
bed
chance
last
to
night.
rest, just like the horse didn't get a chance to rest, just like you didn't get a chance to rest.
Oh, well, none of those
But he
things
got a
affect
restoration.
None of those things affect me. Because I'd take fatigue, but my horse is immune to fatigue. I take fatigue, but I can cure fatigue. You take fatigue, I can cure fatigue. So
So you've been using up some of your powers then throughout the day.
I mean, I could. The horse is just immune to a fatigue period, so
It still takes the damage.
Yeah, we can do channels to get
We've
rid
still
of that.
racked up a bunch of non-lethal, which is what we're being
Okay,
rolled.
so
Okay,
we'll,
a channel,
we'll say
one channel will take care of this, or two.
we'll say
Yeah.
that every 2 hours you guys need or probably should use one of your powers. So
4 channel energies had to be.
yeah,
Sure, that's fine.
okay, sure.
I got that.
Lemmy-O's kept you healthy and not
The
tired.
travel druid keeps us traveling. What is this?
Yeah, and then you arrive at the statue of the travel god.
It's working out pretty well. Maybe the statue can only be found if you force marched for a certain amount of time.
That's a neat idea. That's a fucking awesome idea. It's just like, oh, we've been forest marching so long. Travel god.
Hey, take a break, guys. You did good.
I'm hoping this isn't a really well-known place in the region where people might think
Marty,
people running
so,
away might sleep.
tracking in this area?
Yeah, you guys had to clear a bunch of brush. It didn't look like the orcs come here.
Nobody comes here. All right, that's fine. Let's just leave it as this.
Oh.
Can you also tell me right before the morning, because I want to use my last mythic point on the statue?
Okay. I need a watch for the evening.
Watch for the evening.
I will do.
I watch whenever Lokirk thinks it's a good time to watch.
Oh boy.
Remy's got dark vision for what it's worth.
So do I.
How's your perception? That's what we care about.
Not great.
He's
but I
the
can still
rogue,
see
so if he's not good at it, then
He's
Yeah,
pretty
fire.
good at it.
All right, so Lokirk will take the watch with Ukher. Both of them have.
I'll take a watch with Remy.
Okay.
I think between the two of us, we can take care of some business.
All right, Oberon will take the
Oberon,
morning watch.
Lemmy.
Keep an eye on the new guy. Just make sure he's
Yep.
up some.
I'll take a watch. I'm considered still watching all the time, though, Marty.
Yep.
Remy will take a watch from that guy and that guy and that guy.
That's
Hang on,
funny.
watches on. You want to buy a watch? I got watch.
I know a guy.
No guy. Who knows a guy?
Okay, and then the statue Hermod will take a watch
Oh, that's
Cool. Thanks, buddy.
the entire night.
Thanks, buddy.
That's actually awesome.
Shit, thanks, buddy.
The statue of Hermod doesn't have one eye and a pompous accent, does it?
Nope.
You have come to my campsite.
Give me a percentile.
I think I'll leave an offering for
Percentile?
for this helpful deity.
Yeah, well, let me know when it's Lemmy's turn.
Is there like an offering plate or
E5?
area near the statue where you might leave something?
Yep. Yeah, it's got little offering bowls, and there's some old broken pottery that
Okay.
mice got into or something.
I've got a bunch of
35.
this just silver jewelry, so I'll leave 500 gold or 200 gold pieces worth of silver jewelry.
Yes.
looks at Remy. Leave that shit alone.
Some necklaces or something.
I'm trying to find something that overlaps with the paladin. You got a 21, right?
For
For your knowledge religion?
Paladin.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
chaotic
yeah.
neutral god. Of
That's okay.
travel luck.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad to offer things to gods that
Yep.
All right.
if it's
Typical?
in their if it's in your if you're in their domain, you offer at least
For some reason,
some
you
respect.
vaguely remember some really heroic things that Hermod did.
okay.
And something
like a
about he
god.
looked after Odin's horse.
It sounds like a god Ukher might worship if Ukher was looking for a god to worship.
Right.
Right.
Chaotic neutral luck, communication, freedom, domains luck, travel, chaos. He's the god's messenger.
Yeah, he's the god's messenger.
He's the one that got sent into the underworld to plead for Baldur's spirit, and he Hermod volunteered, and Odin lent him Sleipnir for the journey. So yeah, he rode Sleipnir.
Cool. Send message back to God.
Okay, 35, huh? Okay, there's a rustle through your camp that awakes everyone up.
Okay.
No perceptions.
No. There are rustling leaves that roll through your camp that wakes everyone up,
Oh, okay.
okay.
and you can hear the sound of rowing.
Rowing.
Okay. How wide's the river?
Stand up, deploy my armor, and do my ring trick.
Okay.
Marty.
Locric's
So if we
mentally commanding
yeah.
you to act.
Locric,
Normally?
can I get
Act
the
normal.
can I get that axe
normal?
back from can I get the axe back from Ukher?
Yeah, I don't think you ever took those things back. So he's still carrying the club, and he's got the axe at his
I
belt.
do have the club.
No, he is the club.
Oh, he has the club. Okay.
I have the axe.
Could you return the axe to me? Have him return the axe to me, please.
Sure, Ukher will do it on his own accord.
Give Galeth the weapons he wants.
Okay.
Alright, if Locric tells me to do it, I do it.
Okay.
did Ukher want to do it on his own or not?
No, I would keep it until I got the club back, but it's fine. I don't have an opinion.
I saw him bashing things with that club.
What other weapons does he have? He has the sword, doesn't he?
Okay.
Is there a concept of like a +3 is more powerful than a +2 weapon?
Yeah, you need to be able to see auras in order to make that determination, though.
I'm gonna ask Locric. Is this axe more powerful than what he has?
Quiet.
You can still hear rowing, but you can't see anything.
Now's not the time. Guys, be quiet.
You hear an orcish voice.
I speak orc.
Over there.
I think we've been found.
Over there isn't like at us.
No. In the dim light, you actually see a boat, and it seems to be heading north. And it kind of got pushed by the flow of the river, and they're struggling against the river to get to this bank.
What's on the boat?
It looks like there's 40, 50 orcs on the boat. It looks
Are they
suspiciously
alive
like
or are they zombie?
No, they look alive. They're talking. They have no light because they don't need it. And it looks like almost like a longboat, like a Boslandic longboat.
Are they enemies?
How many fucking orcs do you know that are friends?
They could be. It's a...
Not all the orcs in Orkneska are evil.
Okay.
She could cast water walk on the
We should speak
horse.
to them.
I could
I
ride out
slept,
there.
right? So that
How,
means I
how about we rest?
Yeah, this was in the early hours of the morning. Like,
So do we have our spells?
no,
or
this is like
as-
4 in the morning kind of thing. Twilight.
All right, let's just rest. They're probably heading to Scartown.
All the orcs can do a lot.
Yeah, Scartown's is a town of orcs. Isn't that a town of orcs?
Yes.
Some of the
Alright.
Turnia tells you,
Yes, there's lots of orcs that live around there. They call it
All right.
Scartown because they logged and did a bunch of... Well, they cut down a lot of trees for the war.
I'll have to deal with that later. It's up to you guys. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Fuck you guys.
We'll keep an eye on them.
Ukher will keep an eye.
Lokrit, though. Is this axe better than what Ukher has?
Hard to say. There's something strange about it.
What's strange? What do you mean?
Let me have a look, shall we?
says Oberon.
Please, it would be my pleasure.
He holds the axe out. As you wish. It's kind of like... It's got that angry glow, because mythic creatures are holding it.
No, not the axe. The club.
Oh, I wasn't speaking about the club.
Or
If
the
you wish
axe.
to look at it.
The axe is what, a +3?
It's a +3
It's a
mythic
+3
bane.
mythic bane, so
Yeah,
it's
the-
either +4 or +5 weapon.
The axe is more powerful than the club.
It's more powerful than what Ukher's using for a weapon.
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps it might be better than to have him keep it. He puts it back on Ukher's belt.
Depends if you need it to hit, that's all. +3 to hit.
Well, +5 to hit against a mythic creature.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
Yep.
Alright, so Lokrit doesn't give you any explicit commands here.
I'm gonna paste the weapon onto your sheet, Adam.
Oh, it's... I
Already there, buddy.
I would like to take a look at the club. The club is the one I want.
Well, you're getting the axe!
Man... I guess.
Until we can trust you not to have the thing that we can use for everything that's bad.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I don't care.
there's trust issues, although I'm no longer... I think I'm no longer possible to be dominated by the other thing, so I think...
I'm not 100% sure about that yet.
Yeah, we're not risking that. Where's Ukher? Oh shit, he's gone.
Do you know how much trouble I went through to get this stupid thing?
I don't know, I got it off you pretty easy. It was almost chump-like how easy it
Where
came
did
off.
you get that? Where did you get that from?
So
I don't
Gal,
I don't
where
think
did
that
you get that
counts
from?
that you had to have a spike devil help you do all of that.
Is there something that you'd like me to look at?
Yeah, I guess we'll show them look at
Sleepy
the
Club.
club.
Okay.
Yes,
He takes a while to look at it. The Cudgel of Aneromancy is a +1 Ironwood Great Club medium. Ironwood just makes its hit points and hardness tougher. It deals damage as per 2 size categories larger as per Shillelagh. And the club does resize when you get bigger.
Cool.
Therefore, it does
So-
3d8 +1, 20 times 2 damage as a medium Great Club.
It's a frickin' Three Stooges club.
Special powers. It may be used to communicate with the guardian doors. The sleeping knot, who Oberon now confirms is a version of the Guardian Doors, starts off helpful towards the possessor at the beginning of each day.
Neat.
+1 DC to sleep and dream-related spells, spell-like abilities, and supernatural abilities, and +2 charisma checks while in the plane of dreams.
Neat.
I guess I don't use more. You spend more time talking to dream people.
That's true. Out of my dreams.
So I'm going to paste the Club of Neuromancy on...
All I ask is that you stay out of my dreams.
It could also be called the cudgel of opening.
Cudgel.
The club of night. Of bedtime. Of sweet dreams.
Yeah, if you put that in the hands of somebody with Vital Strike, that starts to get really silly.
If you put that in the hands of a huge, monstrous humanoid...
If you put that in the hands of someone who does double damage whenever you hit somebody after moving 10 feet.
If you put that in the hands of Lemmy, holy shit!
It does
falls
nothing.
over. It does nothing.
I mean, you can't wield it because it's a two-handed weapon.
Falls over. Fuck!
Alright, so
He drops it on his own head, doing 3d8.
it's now pasted into Gallus' sheet. Okay.
Very cool. And I put the Jarn Lander with the cool picture on your sheet.
Okay.
I
Here you
would
go,
really
buddy.
like to read some of that book, but dangerous wizards tend to trap their spellbooks. Perhaps we should do this at another time.
You said it was alchemist book.
I did catch a look at the pages that it was open to. There was some formula there that looked suspiciously like an advanced thing from your spellbook, or your formula book. It also had lots of little writing in the margins.
Little writing.
I suppose reading formulas is not exactly our priority right now.
No, but it is something that I would like to do. Perhaps learn more about our enemy. It was in his study. There were many books there. Being absorbed by the walls. It's as if that creature can store the things inside of the manor elsewhere when it's collapsing.
Holy crap, when we kill it, it's just gonna like poop out items like it's Diablo 3.
Cling, 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 cling.
I suspect that anything that wasn't wood is actually separate from the creature.
So the table was part of creature.
No, the furniture, I think, were belongings. The doors, the door frames, I think, are part of the creature.
Can we hurt creature by hurting door?
I don't know. It's magic that's beyond any of us.
Just put it in a headlock.
Hit it with magic axe.
Maybe. Crucial parts of it, perhaps.
Have giants throw rocks at it?
What was that, sorry?
Have giants throw rocks at it.
Yes, but the way that it was simply... I saw no sign of the damage we did to it. It can mend quickly.
Do we have to do a lot of damage? Quickly.
He's now describing. He goes into how quickly he thinks that it heals, and he's talking
Fast
about
healing 15.
No,
Yeah?
higher than that.
20?
Fast healing 20.
That's gross.
We
That's
can
pretty
use
harsh.
fire. Burn it.
Yes,
It's wood, isn't it?
I believe that if given the chance, and if no spells were cast upon it, fire would be a good bet. However, a simple spell could protect the entire creature. And we are dealing with a spellcaster of sorts, or an alchemist. I'm not sure.
Need to trick him.
Oberon, can you create a How about getting